I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki, the area grandfather. I can still, Now, breaking limitations in your life. Sometimes you will have a great vision and you seem to be limited. I had always wanted to be a global icon, a global citizen. When I see people in the global arena, I always see myself in them, particularly after the Nigerian Golden Eaglets won the Kodak Trophy. And I told myself, then I was 25 years old, I told myself I will one day want to bring pride to Nigeria. So I will write behind my books, he is an international conference speaker, and I had not left this country. So number one, declare your intentions. Don't be afraid, you are being like God. Let there be light, there was light. Shall these dry bones live? Speak. So declare your intentions. Speak it aloud. Don't be afraid. Number two, the next thing you need to say is be at the right place at the right time with the right person. Moses' mother put Moses in the basket, and Pharaoh's daughter came at the right time, met Moses in the right place, and acted rightly. So I went to preach in one church at Aba. The pastor, his name is Ogolo. And as I was speaking, somebody from the Assemblies of God Church, Enugu district, working with the then Professor Paul Emeka, heard me. He took my message to Enugu and told Reverend Professor Paul Emeka that he should invite me to speak. Then he invited me, and I spoke in the Enugu indoor sports hall to thousands of Assemblies of God men. Dr. Chidi Okorafor was sitting near me. Then he said, "My brother, can you preach this message in Cotonou?" I said, "Yes." So we went to Cotonou. I spoke there. I had crossed the barrier. From there, I went to Togo with him. I crossed another barrier. But at a point, there was another limitation. I wanted to go beyond the West African coast. But thank God for internet. One day I went to the internet and I just Googled missionary organizations in East Africa. And a website popped up. I can't find that website again. And the man said, "Which countries do you want to go to?" I said, "Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Seychelles." So I got a letter from Kenya. I didn't know the people. So sometimes you need to set out in the dark like Mary Magdalene. I didn't know the people. I didn't know where I was going to. I landed in Nairobi, and lo and behold, there was a placard right with my name, Dr. Charles Apoki. And I followed that man, got to Nairobi, the Central Park, took a bus and headed to Busia K. I didn't know who I was going to meet. It was a night journey. I got there. I met John Sireka of Busia K. He was the president of the pastors. And from Busia K, I met another man. I call him Bukade. He took me to Kampala. So that's how the journey started. So somebody must introduce you to somebody from the palace. Number two, take a risk. Take a try. Just hazard a risk, but be calculating. So that was how I got to Kenya. I had a wonderful time. From there, I came to Nairobi and I preached. So that is the journey of breaking the barrier of international ministry. Remember, I have a seminar coming up, webinar, 2nd and 3rd of August, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. And it is having global impact, financial independence, and purposeful living. Send a message to +234 7052136763. I will send the flyer. Remember, I'm the area grandfather. When you pray these prayers and you have this kind of intense desires, there is this thing called panpsychism. The environment and the whole of the earth will hear and synchronize to help you. See you as a global citizen. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki.